Well, I would like to welcome everybody to a very solemn episode of the classical review series Chainsaw Man Chapter Review with EliteAri. I believe we're on chapter 142. And this, today, is our last ever Chainsaw Man chapter review because EliteAri is moving on. He decided that he doesn't want to work with me anymore because of recent comments regarding his Yoshida fan theories about time travel. EliteAri, would you like to explain yourself and your position on this?
Yeah, so people who are watching right now, you probably don't know, but I am a streamer on YouTube. And the other day I streamed
True.
with Kyle Entertainment for 4.5 hours and we reacted to Chainsaw Man videos. There were a few of them. And one of them was about this guy, he has a channel basically, and he had a video where he talked about Yoshida and he stole my thumbnail about it. Even though I haven't published my video yet. But I showed Kyle the thumbnail to the video and he just didn't react positively enough and I got frustrated. And from there, it spiraled.
I hate
And that's it.
EliteAri. That's a big joke, chat. Ha 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 ha. We're not actually.
We're so
Well,
funny.
EliteAri's not leaving. But this might be the last Chainsaw Man review for a while because of living situations / recording situations, etc. So if you don't see one next week, maybe you will. Maybe I'll have some place to record in the not the dear lost distance, the faraway land that I'm journeying to, EliteAri.
Yeah, where are you
But
going?
maybe I will. Who knows? Who knows where I'm going, EliteAri, you little bitch.
All right.
But yeah, so we'll fucking see. So this will have to hold you over for months. Wait, EliteAri, instead of asking at the end, is there a new chapter next week?
There is a chapter in 7 days.
Oh my goodness. We could be or we couldn't be, chat. You'll never know until you know. Or I tweet about it or something. Shouldn't they just follow the Twitter, EliteAri? Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah, for all the great tweets you make.
Follow
Yeah.
the letterbox. How about that? How about the backlog?
That is true.
They're all in the description below. Don't click the link that says EliteAri, though. You don't want to go over there. He's got spoilers, and for Mushoku Tensei, you're not allowed to watch those videos.
Yep.
Anyway, enough of that bullshit.
I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Before we even get into the chapter, when did you read this chapter?
Like 4 hours ago or something.
Okay, because what happened was that I read this chapter. Usually I read it on the Shonen Jump website, all right? But this time I got a bit ambitious, and I went on this other website, which I won't name. It was there, and it ended on like a random page. And I was like, whoa, that's like a really short chapter. It was like half of the chapter. And then I saw one of our letter M friends in our Discord here. They were like, well, that was a great chapter. And I was like, what? And he sent a page from stuff I hadn't seen. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I had to go back to the Shonen like Jump website and actually see it. But yeah, crazy.
They weren't posting images in the chat. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was one screenshot. It shook my whole worldview.
I don't remember.
Anyway.
But anyway, EliteAri, what an idiot. They were probably putting it page after page right as they got them, so they hadn't gotten the whole thing yet. That used to happen with Attack on Titan sometimes. But yeah. Just sleep, EliteAri, and then wake up and the chapter will be there, you fucking loser, rather than staying up until 3 a.m.
Yeah, I wish.
No, that's truly embarrassing. But anyway, we're here to talk about Chainsaw Man, Chapter 142, Denji Fan Club, by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Translation, Amanda Haley. Lettering, Serena Heap. They're there, EliteAri. You're a simp for these women.
Yeah, I get so excited every time I see it, because this is an official translation I'm reading right now.
Now, EliteAri, I had to tab over this image and zoom in on all the extraneous details. So we got like a balloon or something that says clothing and presumably food. And then we've got more balloons up here that say toys too, food sale, and a few other things that I can't exactly make out because, it's hard. And then you must be this tall to ride. Not to ride this ride. Crazy. Do you really have a height thingy on these little wimpy rides that Nayata's on right now? Probably, huh?
Yeah, I don't. If it has a seatbelt, you probably need some height thing. Yeah.
Bro, I haven't been to a theme park in 20 years. How would I know? When was the last time you went to a theme park, EliteAri?
Jesus.
20 years
ago?
Did
I go in Japan, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, a while ago. I don't know. Maybe like 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Fuck, mine is legitimately like at least 10 years ago. Who knows?
Yeah.
Crazy. I was getting, because on the next page, Nayata's like freaking out being Nayata, and she's on the little stupid ride, and Denji's just like miserable because he's living a normal life and he hates it.
Yep.
And I was like, I bet this is what it's like to be an adult taking your kid to a fucking amusement park. When you're a little kid, you're like, oh, this is the greatest day of my life. As an adult, you're probably like, oh, miserable.
That's interesting.
Just sit.
Did you, when you're reading the Nayata page, do you see that as her being excited or her being angry at the person in front of her?
Nah, it could be either.
I read it as angry. She's like raging out that this I don't know, that even though she can't control the vehicle.
I think she's imagining that she's like on a cop chase right now, and she's so into it. And she's like, "Yeah, I've always wanted to be in a cop chase." That's how I took it. But yes, it could be that it's going too slow, or that the idiot in front of her isn't going fast enough, even though they're all on stilts and stuff. Crazy. But yeah. This Denji face, this Nayata thing, both on our little image things right now, EliteAri. The people, they can see them right now. That's crazy.
It's wild.
But yeah, this Denji face is pretty crazy, bro. He's just like, what a face to make. What a pose. I looked at it for like at least 3 seconds. And there's us in the background.
Well done. So did I. Yeah, and there's Fumiko on the bottom. Oh my god, what a
EliteAri, I think he's simping for this girl in these messages I've picked up on.
Absolutely.
I don't know, she was pretty good this chapter. I was like, oh my god, is this the new power? And then I was like, maybe. So then she starts speaking. So you didn't join the Chainsaw Man Church after all. And then Denji says, relax, I'm not turning into Chainsaw Man ever again. And then she goes, that's a shame. That's also on our thingy, EliteAri.
That's wild.
Isn't it crazy and funny how usually in this situation it would be somebody being like, don't transform Denji, but instead it's somebody that's enforcing him not to transform but is very upset about it, so it's funny.
Wait a minute. We didn't say what you overall think about the chapter, Kyle.
I don't know. It was pretty good. Last time I said greatest chapter of all time, didn't I? Or was that the chapter before in our Discord message? And that was true. This time it was just because other people were complaining and I thought it'd be funny. This chapter was okay. It was pretty fun, you know. Night was there.
Yep, true. All right, cool. I think I liked it a lot, but I say that every time. So, you know, what's the point of me saying it?
You know what, EliteAri? I would describe it as me liking it a lot too.
Cool.
Oh, and Minty said that I'd only like it because he mentioned jerking off. And when he did, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But that's not the only reason. Also, there was talks of wiener touching. So, you know, I like that. But you know, I don't like that wiener word. But we'll get to that when we get to it. I'll have to say it again. Anyway, that's a shame. Turning into Chainsaw Man must feel really good. All the recognition and respect. Get it? She's supposed to be telling him not to, but then she's enticing him with the seduction as if she was actually trying to get him to do it again. What a dumb girl. I imagine you get the experience thrills us ordinary people will never get a taste of. Or something. That's not exactly what it says, but it basically says that. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know. Yeah, no kidding. I'd rather die than get watched in the bathroom like Chainsaw Man. And then Denji does a funny react face because he didn't realize he was getting watched in the bathroom. Isn't that funny? She just says things sometimes. She's a little weird and kooky like that.
Yep. Love her.
Huh? Wait, no. Wait, huh? Say what? I've been watched in the bathroom? Oops, huh? I wasn't supposed to tell you that. Pretend you never heard it. Are you for real? That's totally vile. I jerk off in there. Oh, geez, I've really done it now. I'm going to get in trouble again. Seriously, you guys are the lowest of the low. I'm getting yelled at. I sure feel low. God, they're so good together, EliteAri. Are they going to get married? They're not.
There's no way, yeah.
Yeah, she's like my age, and Denji's like your age, as we established.
And she sexually assaulted him. It would be improper.
Yes, a minor too is supposed to very much hate this girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, touching my wiener, watching me in the bathroom, you're a total stalker. True, remember when she touched his wiener earlier? That was pretty great.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah.
Who wouldn't? Oh, yeah, we don't like that. That's molestation or something. He's not a minor still, right? How old did he turn last time? 16? It's been like 2 years since that mark.
He's in high school. Yeah.
Yeah, high school. If they're in high school, EliteAri thinks it's okay. Who wouldn't want to touch Chainsaw Man's wiener? I'm not a stalker. I'm your fan. Call me a fan. That was a good line, right? That one was great. Who wouldn't want to touch Chainsaw Man's wiener? That's just been Denji's problem the whole time. But she's going to flip that in a second. My fan, not a chance. All the women who come onto me hate my guts. Get it? Because they all try to kill him, but also they all are like Chainsaw Man. Except for Reese and somebody else, probably. Isa hates Chainsaw Man. Anyway. What was I up to? Oh, well, sure, I do hate you a tiny bit. Oh, yeah, this is great. Because Chainsaw Man didn't save my mom and dad. Didn't we have an exact opposite situation of this at some point with a character? And now it's like, it's the opposite? I thought this was the funniest thing of all time. There's definitely somebody that's like, I love Chainsaw Man because they saved my parents or something.
Oh my god.
I couldn't
You thought this was funny? Oh my goodness.
Oh, this was so funny. Because it's like the opposite of what usually happens is like, yeah, I started fighting crime because you inspired me, Chainsaw Man, because you saved my mum and dad. And it's this girl that's totally ooh-wooing all over him and then has a serious moment where she says, because Chainsaw Man didn't save my mum and dad. That was fucking hilarious to me.
All right, fair enough.
I thought we were doing the opposite subversive thing again. There's some of that Chainsaw Man appeal, if you ask me. Anyway, Denji's doing a little shocked face, and then we're cutting to the wheels going around. Because there's no way we care about this dumb bitch's parents. Fuck them. Anyway.
We absolutely do, because it takes place in the most emotionally impactful chapter of the manga.
Prick Aki we're supposed to care about too. How about I throw a snowball at you, EliteAri? I ain't crying afterwards either, if you catch what I'm saying. If you smell what I'm cooking.
Yeah, I get it. I sniff that smell. All right, go ahead.
That's a little weird, EliteAri. The town where Chainsaw Man fought the gun fiend, I lived there with my family. We just sat down for dinner when our house was destroyed, Lamau. When I managed to crawl out of the rubble, Chainsaw Man and the gun... Of course this is a joke. I just remembered the punchline, EliteAri, you fucking idiot. Chainsaw Man and the gun fiend were there fighting right before my eyes. I shouted to Chainsaw Man, begged him to rescue my mum and dad, but my voice got drowned out by the chainsaw sounds. Chainsaw
That's insane. Stupid. That was when I'm reading this, I was like, wow, that is one of the most profound what do you call it? Like normal person in the life of a superhero, where it's like you don't even think about how they're making so much noise, during their fights that they can't even hear you screaming for them. Like I thought that was the most emotionally impactful thing.
But they're not.
Yeah, well, no, the voice is a comedy. This is serious stuff here.
I think we got those mixed up. But yes, that's not even the punchline I was talking about, but that's funny too. Literally, Chainsaw Man, it's like that thing I was talking about the concept of Chainsaw Man being so stupid, but that's the point because it's funny, Lamau, and Chainsaw Man's the strongest being in the universe because chainsaw's Lamau. But now it's like a negative of chainsaws. They're loud. Oh no. Chainsaw Man didn't even notice me. Did your mum and dad survive? No, they died, Lamau. But you don't need to worry about that. Reason being, I don't see Chainsaw Man as a superhero or a god or anything like that. When Chainsaw Man turned back to a human that day I was watching, you were crying, right? When I saw it, I realized for the first time that the one who's been fighting all this time, oh my god, there's so much fucking text. While devils kill him over and over again was just a kid. That was the moment I made up my mind to save him. I'm a huge fan, Denji-senpai, not a Chainsaw Man fan, a Denji-senpai fan. This is a punchline, EliteAri. She decided to save him.
Okay. Wait, how's that a punchline?
Because she's so stupid. Because it's just a dumb little kid.
Fair enough. All right. Okay.
I did remember it being funnier. And then we got here and it wasn't that
Who's
funny,
a dumb kid? Oh, Denji's a dumb kid. Okay.
Was I saying Denji was a dumb kid or she's a dumb kid?
I don't know. I don't even know what you're saying here. I don't get your punchline.
I think it was Denji because she's seeing that it's just some dumb kid that's Chainsaw Man.
Okay, cool.
Well, Denji slowly processed this and says that's. And then there's another great punchline. This fucking dude just sits down next to him because it's the two devils on his shoulder again and he has to make a decision, but he still doesn't want to. And this fucking idiot just shows up out of nowhere. Me, I'm a Chainsaw Man fan. Hold on, I gotta scroll down. Huh?
He's just like us. We're Chainsaw Man fans.
Yeah, shove your Miller points up your ass, though we will get to them in a second. Man's Japan public... We're really going with this chapter, Japan's Public Safety Commission is impressive. It was no walk in the park for me making it here without getting spotted at all, let me tell you. This is one of those stupid little panels to explain it to the people whose name starts with M so they don't complain that he just came out of nowhere. When really, if this was a series made for real men, we would just accept it. What do you want? And then he lights a cigarette because he's cool and stuff and kind of weird and crazy and stuff. Check out my proof of fandom, my Chainsaw Man lighter. That was great. Will you listen to my fan request? Personally, I want to see Chainsaw Man fighting. I want to see him carving up devils with his chainsaws, getting covered in gore, suffering and struggling and getting killed, and despite it all, returning to life and getting back up again. And then he takes a puff. I hope you heard all that ASMR. No. Moments now. Wait, you didn't?
No, I heard you like go...
But did you hear the blow afterwards? Like after
no,
I was exhaling?
Definitely not.
No. Well, I hope the audience heard. Moments from now, there will be a devil attack on this building's first floor. Just a hunch. And if I had to guess, the folks down there will soon be shouting, "Save us, Chainsaw Man!" And then that's it. And then we get to see a pose of our gang hanging out below, and there's like a food court. First of all, we're going to get a Chainsaw Man fight in a theme park, so that'll be cool and interesting and creative and stuff. But also, EliteAri, there's going to be a fight next chapter. Thank God we're skipping it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think it's going to be a fight. I think these guys, they're going to have a moment of like reflection of like, why are we doing this? And then they're not going to do it. No, that's
just the middle guy. He's going to have that, but it's going to be after they fight.
All right, sure.
Because he got set
I disagree.
Nice boy already.
No. Maybe he'll be the one to transform. The other two will stop him. That's what'll happen. They'll be like, "Oh, should we really do this?" I don't know.
That's one.
Maybe it'll be like the remember in season 1, where like Beam and the Violence Fiend and all those are introduced. In the coolest anime scene of all time, and the Violence Fiend is doing his really cool Sakuga like punching and stuff, in the greatest directed, animated, produced, written, cinematography, everything in season 1.
And then he said,
"Remember that where they're killing zombies?"
I thought he meant Beam, and I thought he was talking about Attack on Titan, and I was like, "Well, that's okay." But
no,
then he said like
my point
Fiend or something.
No,
and so now
my great point here is that this is going to be a mirror of that, where you got these 3 devil people here, and they're going to be killing all these humans like they're zombies, and they'll be talking and bantering while they're doing it, just like in season 1.
Are they going to kill these kids?
Yeah. No, Chainsaw Man doesn't kill kids, this story. What a shame.
Wait, they're pretending to be Chainsaw Man?
It's no Devil Man.
Oh, yeah, this ain't Devil Man. I see what you're saying. You're saying Chainsaw Man is in the series. That's a very smart
Sorry,
point.
Yeah, it's confusing, yeah.
Imagine killing off kids. That'd be crazy. Anyway, R.I.P. Susumu. I'm sure there's something to say about this fucking chapter.
Yes. Is there? I was thinking, I just, when I said yes, when I said yes, I was like, yeah, I have a bunch of notes. Then I looked through it and I'm like, yeah, I guess I already mentioned all those, didn't I? I guess the big thing is the obvious, very obvious thematic thing that has been going on for, since the end of not even just the end of part 1, but like even before that in the final arc of part 1, where it's like, I'm a Denji fan. No, I'm a Chainsaw Man fan. No, I'm a Tatsuki Fujimoto fan. Stuff like that.
Not me. I'm none of those things. Now, EliteAri, what a genius you are to spark my own genius. You are my muse, you are my flame, EliteAri. So it has to be like, oh, Denji's, the actual person we're looking at is a combination of both, right? He's part Chainsaw Man, he's part Denji too. These aren't separate things, but they both make up who he is. So maybe he should appreciate people who appreciate him for being Chainsaw Man and Denji, and maybe he needs to find somebody who likes both parts of him. Like Nayata or something, or maybe Isa will grow to like both parts of him. You ever think about that?
Actually, no. Yeah, I don't think I've really thought about that explicitly. Yeah.
Because with Makimura it was more pronounced because she liked like a previous Chainsaw Man. She liked the Chainsaw Man devil. But did she like Denji a little bit? Is that going to be like recontextualized?
It is interesting. I'm just trying to... There's a lot going on. Like, there's... Oh, God. There's also, on the other hand, like, these people are fighting about Denji and Chainsaw Man. At the same time, you've got Asa and Yoru talking about, I like the Black Chainsaw Man. No, I like the Denji Chainsaw Man. Maybe every element of the story will have that divide. Like, on one hand, maybe we'll get revealed that Fami also likes Chainsaw Man while Yoshida likes Denji or something there in the future. Like, they had some future battle. I don't know. And maybe, what else could there be that they could do it for? Maybe there'll be maybe Denji himself will become like the president of Japan or something. And it'll be like he'll have two opposing factions. There'll be like a Denji theme park next time.
So we need a Denji church. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, maybe he takes over public safety, and it becomes like public safety is like Denji's organization.
Yeah, what if Denji, through not transforming into Chainsaw Man, becomes the spokesperson for the side against the Chainsaw Man church?
Yeah,
that'd be
possible.
Funny.
Yeah.
So hold on, these idiots are going to start blowing shit up, and Denji's going to have a big moment where he's like, oh, I can't fight, and then this girl's going to run off to try and fight or something, and she's going to get beaten up, and the reveal will be that he didn't avoid all those public safety dudes, he killed them all, so there's no help coming, and then Ice is going to show up, and they're both going to be getting beaten up, and Denji's going to have to decide whether or not to transform or something, and then he'll have to save him anyway, and but Yoshida will still be mad at him for transforming. Is that how it's happening?
I truly don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if this happens every time or if it never happens, but one of those. And I just don't know. I could equally see it as being I could equally see this as being another fight where Yoshida just shows up and kills them all, I guess, or something. And not doesn't kill them because they're immortal, but like captures them all somehow. I could see this being a fight where they absolutely murder all these civilians and capture Denji, and then the new arc starts where Denji is like captured and like has to be strapped to the chainsaw church building as a punishment or something.
Oh, he's gonna get crucified, perhaps? That'd be funny.
Yeah. I could equally see this as being a case where these four or whatever, these four people, they fight. I guess Yoshida shows up and he fights these four, but they absolutely destroy him, and Denji has to save Yoshida or something, and then Yoshida is forever in his debt. I could see something like that happening. There's a million things that could happen. Asa obviously has to come in as well somehow. How is Asa going to be tied in? And her love of like Chainsaw Man and Black Chainsaw Man, and who knows? Anything could happen, Kyle.
Yeah, that's just all crazy.
And what about Yuko and the Justice Devil? Oh my god.
Anyway. Oh yeah, Justice still has to show up. What if Justice is the final bad guy?
I would love that if it was the final bad guy part 2. That'd be awesome.
But don't you want it to be like time traveling Yoshida or something? Or is time traveling Yoshida a good guy? Have we established this yet?
He's like I have no idea. I haven't thought that far. I just know that he time travels. Justice could be an interesting thing because justice is the essence of being a superhero, right? Like I'm gonna fight for justice, but it's like, are you gonna fight for justice, Denji? That could be an interesting part 2 kind of thing.
No, that's a crazy question. Oh yeah, this also makes up some more pages, and the Denji is the main character still thingy, because Isa didn't show up again. Because Minty commented first in the fucking Discord, and he was like, bad chapter, and you know what that means, EliteAri? That means no Isa. So I was already nodding along. Yeah. So yeah, fuck Isa. She ain't ever coming back, except for next chapter when she shows up to save everybody.
In part 2, have you enjoyed Denji chapters more or Asa chapters more?
I don't know. They're probably the same or something.
Cool. All right.
So how many Denji chapters have we had in a row? Has it been 6? Are we literally paralleling the beginning of the series where there was like 6 Asa chapters?
I feel like we had one Asa chapter recently, right?
There might have been a cutaway to her in one of these chapters. There was no Isa last time, right? This was just Nayata hanging out at the store. And then we had the Chainsaw Man Church one. Isa was mentioned, but she wasn't appearing. Then we go back one more, and it's it's just about
she's in 138.
No, she's not. No way. Let me go back.
Yes, she is. I see her in the middle. She's sleeping on her bed, depressed, seeing the TV and the famous Asa, then blushing, and then yours like something. I don't know.
Yeah, they have a whole talk. That's lame. So that means
maybe we'll see next chapter from her perspective. Like the chapter will open with her doing her normal killing duties, and she'll get like an alert on the TV where it's like, some crazy stuff's happening at this amusement park, and Asa has to go and save her. But she sees Denji in a fight in the middle of They
have the Asa symbol and not the bat symbol, so she has to show up to save everybody.
Could they do the reversed Yuko thing with that bat devil, cockroach devil thing, where it's like Denji is trying to save Nayata, who's like broken her leg or something, and or Fumiko. No, it's trying to save Fumiko, who's broken her leg. And Denji's running, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna die." And then Asa comes in, destroying this giant devil, and destroys whatever that was chasing them, and then she saves the dog or something. Like Denji saved that cat.
Nayata is here. Why didn't she just control these losers and be like, "You're my bitch again"? Except
no, because she wants to see Denji fight. So she'll probably be like,
doesn't
hell
she?
yeah,
She said
Denji,
that
go
one
fight.
time.
She'll be cheering. She'll have that car and she'll be like cheering with her hand up. She'll be like, yeah, go Denji. Be awesome.
No, wasn't the only way to beat Makima to eat it, I guess. Because I'm like, they're threatening to kill Naita. Can they even do that? But I guess they could eat her. Lamau.
No, they could just kill her and she comes back as another devil.
No, you could cut off Makima's head. She didn't die.
Yeah, that was Makima. Like, who knows what like things she had under her control? Like, she had the deal with the president or whatever.
There's like that shitty contract system in this shit manga, huh? So maybe Makima had some of those.
Like, wasn't it because of the all the pain that goes to her goes to the Japanese citizens or something? So if you try and kill her, it's like people just die there.
She had a contract with Japan. That's right. I hate contracts.
Maybe Naito does too. Wouldn't that be crazy?
That anymore, huh?
We actually did in part 2, you know, with the contracts with the Justice Devil, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's lame. Anyway, we're weapons. We don't need contracts. We just need chainsaws.
This would be a perfect chapter also for Kobeni to show up at this theme park. Like, I don't know, she's working in like a stall or something. Yeah. It's not. Wait, this is like the whole city is like celebrating or something, isn't it? What we learned last chapter. It's not just like a individual theme park. Remember, they're like, oh, all the people will be out, and this will be the perfect day to kill all the public safety or something.
Maybe that's why there's balloons up in the air everywhere, because it's a big city celebration or something. I guess it's not a theme park; it's like a carnival or whatever you call those things.
Yeah, because they said it's on the roof of a building right now. They're like on the floor of the building. The people are attacked or something. I don't know. Yeah. Crazy. Here we go. Tomorrow is the Chainsaw Man Church's day of worship. Wait, no. Yeah, something like that.
Their day off, isn't it? Like, didn't they say that?
Yeah, that is what they said. They said no followers.
So they don't gotta go out and fight devils. They can go and fuck up humans. I see. That's why. So it's like their day off, and this is their day off. Crazy. How come we don't get cute little next time teasers like Vinland Saga for Chainsaw Man?
Because it takes time to do that, and Fujimoto only has a week. I don't know.
Yeah, I scrolled down anticipating a teaser for the next chapter, and there was nothing. Just to be continued. So. Well,
they do give a teaser every time the chapter comes out. The Shonen Plus app or Shonen Jump app gives me a notification saying blah blah blah, like Denji whatever. In this chapter, Denji confronts a festival or something. I don't know.
That's I actually crazy. Didn't read today's spoilers. One. That's why you should abandon Shonen Jump and watch on Mangasea. And by watch, I mean read. We got 2 minutes until we make it to half an hour later. We got to get there.
All right, do you want me to read out my notes?
Yes.
Naita in the car. Lamau, that's the greatest visual ever. She's so excited about a toy ride. Isn't that true? We already talked about that.
Uh-huh. You tried to gaslight both of us out into thinking she was mad?
Yep. Then I said, the first time Denji has had to grapple with failing to save someone. Is that true? I don't feel like he's ever grappled with that before. This would be the first time, right?
Well, that was a big Aki thing, right? If they had done something different, he could have saved him.
Yeah, that's his friend. That's different, you know. Collateral damage here. That's what we're talking about.
Who is he trying to save now?
He's grappling with the fact that his actions of fighting the fiend is what led to this girl's mother's death.
Oh, no,
and he might have been able to save them if only he was listening. No, he wasn't laughing. He was.
That would be even funnier if we are taking this seriously, and he has to make his chainsaws more quiet now.
That would be awesome.
That would be great.
Yeah. All right. That's it. That's all my notes.
Huh?
And Fumiko, she's the greatest. Look at her cool outfit.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. I like this girl. Remember when we thought she was just like a bad guy one-off, and that was going to be lame? But then she was. Now she's still.
I thought she was power. I guess she could still be power, but I doubt it. Because she has parents and stuff, you know. That'd be wild.
Yeah, how could she be a devil who just...
And Power was still alive back then. Yeah, that's crazy. It's not... I don't think it's working, Kyle.
She was. Yeah. Now you've been just defeated on every merit. When is it? How long is this fucking manga going for? How many chapters are we in now? Like 50? What were we doing in chapter 50 last time?
We're in like 30... 40
shit.
Something.
Thank God we're not doing that, huh?
Yeah. We're in like the second chapter of the Reese arc so far. If we're counting, comparing part 1 to now.
Does it feel like there's... Do you feel like part 2 is going to be a similar, about 100 chapters?
Yes, definitely, I would say.
Because there's some narrative threads like the power thing or the blood fiend thing that's got to come back. But if there is a part 3, that could just happen in part 7 if we're going that long. Like that doesn't necessarily have to happen this part. I guess all the things are like that except for the Justice Devil, I guess. Unless the Justice Devil isn't going to come back till part 5 to EliteAri, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. No, part 2, it can't end until Asa gets her resolution. So I think it'll go for, similar length probably.
Yeah, do you think it's going... Because remember how we only got... Hold on.
It's alright, you just woke up. It's alright.
Stop making that joke, EliteAri. I'll punch you. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, what if because last time we didn't get the name of the arc, which I think it was just called Public Safety, right? Until the end of the part. So is this going to be school arc over? Well, doesn't it say next time school arc at the end of Chainsaw Man Part 1? You got to remember these things, EliteAri.
I think it called it Part 1. It was like Part 1 Public Safety or something like that, right?
I think it said arc.
Literally what you said.
Public Safety, yeah.
All right, let me go see.
But somehow we knew... Right. Oh, yeah, because he's like, oh, yeah, I hear Chainsaw Man's in school or something, somebody said. So that's what they said. So we're going to go school, part 2, arc 2 finished, school arc. Or is it going to be arc 2 finished, ASA arc? ISA arc.
Arc 2 finished, Chainsaw Man arc.
No.
That'd be crazy.
Shut up. ISA's dying at the end of this part. Get over it.
Well, no, it's Denji and Asa are going to merge into one superior being that will become the Prince of Darkness. Or not Darkness, sorry, the Great Prince of Terror, King of Terror thing. That's what's going to happen. End of part 1, Public Safety arc. There you go. That's what it was called.
Do you think they would fuck dudes or fuck chicks or both if they were one being?
Maybe they'll be concealed in hell and there'll be no sex to be had. I don't know. Oh, wouldn't that be crazy? Part 2, the Earth arc. And it's like we're going to hell now for the rest of this.
I hear Chainsaw Man's in hell, says background character. I'm like, oh, next
God, that would be so cool.
Darkness
Part
Devil,
3 in hell, where it's like it's like Earth, but it's like weird stuff's happening. It's like a multiverse or something. That'd be really
it's
cool.
actually super peaceful. But
yeah, and they have like
one time,
schools and like they have society and civilization. That'd be really
there's
cool.
just a bunch of Monsters Inc. doors on the roof. And that's how the Darkness Devil came down, remember?
But wouldn't it be interesting to see like a devil society in hell, where the fact that there are teleportation doors above them is like incorporated into their society? Like after they finish school or something, they're like, oh, time to go home. And they fly up and like go into their little door that takes them to their little devil house. Like that'd be awesome.
Like Monsters Inc.
At least one chapter. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but like Chainsaw Man style.
When are we doing Monsters Inc. movie night? When we get a girlfriend, EliteAri, calm down.
No, when we get a comment with 4 likes on it. There you go. That's the goal. We're not getting it, but if we do get that, that'd be crazy.
Monsters
comment
Inc.
with 4 likes. Oh my god.
What a movie. Remember Sully? He was a big blue dude. And then Mike Wazowski, he was a little green dude. And then there was a little girl named Boo.
And the lizard guy who can go invisible, that was terrifying.
Randall, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He was crazy.
God,
and
he could like be in the room with you and you'd never know. Like that was so terrifying as a kid.
He's gonna be in a closet, EliteAri. Now that's scary.
Oh god.
Who else is in Monsters Inc? Mike Wazowski had a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, who she had like snake hair, and then there was the crab dude. He was bad, I think. Yeah, at the end he was bad. At the beginning he was good. And then the slug girl who did the paperwork was actually the top-ranking official. Come the end.
Jesus, I don't remember that.
That was the plot twist, and she arrested the crab dude, who you thought was actually in control. I remember the scariest scene is when that one dude gets like a sock on him, and they like kill him. They like
that was wild.
Arrest him, and they were like
they're like incinerated or something, don't they?
Something like that. They shave him, I think, and that's the scariest thing.
Oh god.
Oh my god! In wrestling, they have like matches where if you lose, you got to shave your head or whatever, and that was the scariest
I've seen that
when I was a kid.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, they shaved Vince McMahon's head, but that was supposed to be a funny, haha, shaved his head. There are scarier versions of that. Like when a girl lost and she had to shave her head, EliteAri, now that's scary.
That's awesome.
But anyway.
How's it scary? Oh, because
I don't know. As a kid, that was like the scariest thing in the world to me. I don't know. I was like 4. Anyway.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. Hell. That's how we got here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What were you telling me about that had wrestling references everywhere, EliteAri, the other day?
The One Piece live action.
No.
Oh, sorry, the One Piece anime. That's what I was thinking of. Because my friend showed me the scene where what was the sword guy's name who fought Zoro?
Which one?
The seven great warlord person.
Oh,
Who
Mihawk.
looks really good. The best character. Yeah, I saw the scene where Mihawk it shows up in the anime and is on this weird boat with like fog, and it has like these lights and stuff, and it just reminded me of the Undertaker's entrance in like WWE. It was cool. Yeah.
Crazy. I guess he does have crosses everywhere, the Undertaker, and Mihawk has a cross sword. There is a literal One Piece filler episode with a Japanese professional wrestler in it, so I thought that's what you were saying, but you weren't.
No.
So you're an embarrassment, and I hate you. Who was I talking to that had like, oh, at the beginning of this movie, there's like Mr. R was telling me that about Battle Royale, how at the beginning there's a big, there's like a wrestling thing at the beginning. Anyway, everything's connected. You just sometimes chat. You know, when you're big and famous like me, you just got so many orbiters, they just all blame each other. What can I say?
Yeah.
EliteAri's got all these YouTube views. Soon we'll all be his orbiter. But I might kill him before that happens. Anyway, we made it past. Did we make it to 40 minutes, EliteAri? No, just 36 minutes.
That's good.
Say
People
all
always
the
say
last
it's too long,
things. Yes, we don't want to make them too long now. Say all your last ideas now, EliteAri, or forever hold your silence, your peace.
Denji goes to Jupiter to get more stupider.
No,
Asa goes to Asa. What's the other one? What's the opposite of that? Asa goes to no. There you go. All right.
No, what's the boy one? Boys drool, right? First the worst, second no.
Oh, I figured it out. It's Asa goes to school to get more cool. Denji goes to Jupiter to get more. That's not it, is it? I don't know.
It is something to do with school. Boys drool.
Oh, I got it. I got it. All right. Asa goes to college to get more knowledge. Boys go to Jupiter to get there you go. But Denji goes to Jupiter. It's all coming together.
I think that's from like the 60s when girls weren't allowed to go to college or something.
No, I think it's like I don't know. It's probably something to do with Nazis, and I don't remember. We're not gonna look into it.
EliteAri's bringing up Hitler again. My goodness.
God, he's a terrible guy, wasn't he?
Just the worst. Now, that sounds like we're saying that sarcastically, EliteAri. What, you a Nazi or something?
Hey, I never met him. How am I supposed to know? I don't know.
Shut up, EliteAri, you fucking idiot. In the world of Chainsaw Man, nobody remembers the Nazis, alright? And that's all that matters today. Hey!
Because of timeline stuff, yeah, true.
Yeah, because the Chainsaw Man devil ate the Hitler devil. It was crazy. It was a good fight. One day we'll flash back to it. That's some part 3 stuff. You wouldn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, audience, get the fuck out of here. What an anticlimactic last chapter of you, huh? EliteAri fucked it all up. Didn't have anything to say. Can you believe it? Anyway.
Yep.
Support links in the description below. Thanks.